plane crashes, you end up in an island, and some really weird things happen. Boom, Lost.
History, unraveling the mystery that all started with a big bang.
Hey guys, Perry here, and today we're going to be talking about Lost for our Flashback Friday here on Pilots with Perry. There's so many people in this cast, I actually can't name them all, but I will say my favorite is Jorge Garcia, who plays Hugo. He's just kind of like this big teddy bear, and he's my favorite. We all know who the creator of Lost is. Our favorite, J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams has brought you these great movies such as Super 8, Armageddon, Person of Interest, all these great movies and TV shows that J.J. Abrams has brought to us, and he makes this great show that goes on for so many seasons. Lost went for a total of 118 episodes for 6 seasons, going from 2004 to 2010. Super long. I binged it, but the only thing was there were between 15 and 24 episodes a season, and my mind was melting by the time I finished it. I binged the entire series in about 5 or so weeks. I was watching, more than one episode a day, but by the time I finished it, I walked outside of my house and I looked up and I'm like, hey look, airplanes, let's keep those up there. Anyway, we all know how Lost went. Lost was sort of like, a phenomenon, and literally. But the show itself was this, I don't even know how to explain it. Lost, as we know, has sort of become this icon for a lot of people, and people are still talking about it. It's one of those shows that it's like, did you watch Lost? Have you watched Lost yet? I've watched Lost. Did you watch Lost? And people go back and forth with it. I talk about Lost with my friend Mike and my girlfriend Lily about it because it's such a good show that you can't not talk about it. And just the whole aspect of the TV show, it was the weirdest show that I take that back. Fringe was weirder. But it was pretty interesting by the time you got to the end of it. And I still want to rewatch the entire thing only for the fact of the being that there's so much information that you can learn and that you can't learn and that you haven't learned yet that it's like mind-blown inception all over the place. I will admit I didn't rewatch the pilot for this because I didn't get enough time, but I do for the most part remember it. I remember the timing where with the flashbacks to when they first landed on the island and how they started it and everything like that. To me, Lost was one of those shows that I would be willing to rewatch. Now, there's very few of those. It's Lost, Breaking Bad, Dexter, and maybe like one or two here or there that I don't really remember. That I would actually want to rewatch, and Lost is definitely one of those. I would not want to watch it in 5 weeks again, only for the fact of the being that I'd rather keep my brain solidified in my head rather than liquefied out my ears. Because going through watching Lost again in 5 weeks, I don't think would be healthy. The FDA might come bursting through my door. We all know the cinematography is really cool. The acting is phenomenal. Especially towards like the middle of it after everybody sort of got acquainted to the show and everything like that. But this is one of those shows that if you haven't watched it yet, you have to watch it. I don't even know how many people of the population have watched the TV show, but it's one of those things where you just have to watch it. It's almost like a culture to watch Lost. And I mean, I'll admit it, I sort of gave into the peer pressure from, my friends in college to watch it. I didn't exactly expect to watch it or expect to like it. I watched the pilot and I was glued. I just kept clicking next on Netflix. They should call it Nextflix because you'll just want to keep clicking next episode, next episode, next episode. And by the time you realize that it's 5 weeks later, you've watched 118 episodes and wasted a lot of time of your college life instead of doing homework, but you've been watching Lost instead. Anyway, do I recommend watching Lost? Absolutely. Your mind will be blown. It will be like you're watching Inception, but you're not. Because it's that good. And even if you don't have an interest in watching it, you should watch it anyway. I don't care. You have to watch this TV show. It's great. And it's one of those great pieces that J.J. Abrams made. So just watching it because he made it is one of those things that you sort of just have to do because he makes such a great piece of, I want to say, art. This TV show was almost art. I loved the show. I'm sure you'll love it too. So what you can do is watch it. Watch the pilot even. Watch a couple episodes. Doesn't matter to me. Whatever you'd like. Watch some of it. And then you can even comment down below to let me know what you think. But if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to catch new episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday when I talk about television, review television shows, and just to talk about my experience watching a show. So keep it here, and I'll see you next time.